Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's morning musings is all about aligning your will with a higher will. I'm doing a series of daily morning musings, and I'm using posts from my blog, Adventures in Density and Effort, as inspiration. Now, I wrote these articles a while back, and the world has totally transformed since then. So if I encounter anything that seems outdated, I'm going to interrupt myself and give you the most recent information. If I need to say anything else at the end, I will summarize the topic in relation to what's going on in the world today. And also, I have some special offers for you, so stay tuned to the end to find out what those are. Aligning your will with a higher will. I was working with a person who did Akashic record readings, and as I was consulting with her about the changes in my life, she kept repeating this message to surrender to transcendence. It reminds me of a couple of slogans like turning it over and letting go and letting God. And I've always said that nothing ever happens to you that you can't ultimately handle. But sometimes something occurs that feels overwhelming. And that's when it's comforting to know that you can rely on an intelligence greater than yourself. Although at the time I wrote, I'm coming to believe that it really is my expanded self. It is ourselves as consciousness. My friend who does the Akashic Records reading led me through a meditation that helped me open this up and feel transpersonal love flow into me. I felt it coming in behind me into my upper back and head. Wrapped in it, I felt all the strong emotion fade away, and I knew that everything was going to be all right. I spent the remainder of the day with a sense of inner clarity. Although the future is uncertain, resting into this energy reassures me that all is very, very well. Today, I'm noticing the old feelings resurface, but I realize that they're not mine. It's sad to see people who don't have this connection, especially at this time. They feel lost and fearful. They take the prevalent reality as real. Their only option is to suffer or rage or be depressed. It's too bad because regardless of the economy, global warming, the war, or whatever else is in the headlines, serenity is possible. Peace is just a turnaround thought away. Whenever faced with a crisis, which really isn't a crisis, but just another life event, I found help with going back to the basics. It helps to slow down and focus on the next indicated thing. Since I can't control outer circumstances or other people, I'll just work on myself. I'll respond to whatever requires responding. Sometimes I know I need to wait 24 hours to be able to respond and not react. Anyway, the big lesson for me is to strengthen my partnership with consciousness, whatever you'd like to call it. And when I'm in agreement, all things fall into place. It really helps to know the difference between you and other people in your hologram and realize that you can create change within yourself. You can't create change in another person's reality or outside in the hologram. But when you change yourself, it creates a ripple effect, and people do often change. But we're so enmeshed with other people that sometimes we don't even know the difference. Them, me. Them, me. So I'm not big on prayers. I just usually have conversations with the universe, who I like to call Hey You. And I'll interrupt myself again because I don't do that anymore. In the rare instance, I'll use the word universe. It's kind of fun, but it's out of date. For me, it's all consciousness. And consciousness to me is more all encompassing. At my very essence, I am consciousness. So I don't lose myself in the whole. I become more aware of myself as the whole. We each have an intercellular connection as greater consciousness, but sometimes there's emotional interference. So at those times, you just have to go forward one moment at a time. And that's what faith is, trusting in the unseen, trusting in the unknown, and knowing that ultimately all is very, very well. So to summarize it, all about aligning your will with a greater will. We have physical bodies and we have personalities, and they are our vehicle in this lifetime. It's better to think of them more as a horse than a car because horses have personalities. Horses can be stubborn. Horses need to be fed and watered and brushed down. So it's a process of aligning my will of my personality and my physical body with the expanded will as consciousness. And when you are able to do that, that's when things flow more effortlessly. You can see the bigger picture of what's going on. And even if everything looks like it's going to hell in a handbasket, as all crap, it all sucks, I find for myself, I'm in agreement with what's going on. It's like, oh, this is all just a big remodel. And I've been complaining about the sheetrock dust on my my clothes. When I align my little self with my greater self, then I, as consciousness, can be the one navigating in my life. And that's when true miracles happen and things manifest in ways I couldn't possibly have imagined. So if you've had any experiences like this, please leave a comment below. I love to read your comments. And if you'd like to have a free sample of one of my consciousness techniques, click on the link below for the Skybox technique, and it'll give you an expanded view of yourself and your reality. And if you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. I do individual sessions where I take a look at the essence of who you are and what's going on in your life today. I can answer any questions that you might have, and I can also help you make energetic changes in your life, and it's recorded just for you. And if you want to learn how to do this for yourself, go to my website, joan-newcomb.com, and sign up for my coaching special where I work with you one-on-one. It's tailor-made just for you, where I give you consciousness techniques designed specifically so that you can transform your life. So go to my website, joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you tomorrow in another Morning Musings.